everyone, how's it going? So Disney finally released the live action trailer for Lilo and Stitch. Now we've seen how Stitch looks and we've seen footage of Nani and Lilo, but I'm hoping that Disney has learned their lesson. I know we keep saying that with Star Wars, with their live action films. Mufasa apparently did well financially, but reception wise a lot of people did not like it. I mean, it was a cash grab, and not to mention Snow White, which comes out in a few weeks. Dear God, the radiation canary that is Rachel Zegler completely catapulted that film, not to mention like the reshoots, the dwarves. It's just like a cascade of stupidity when it came to that film, and they went from Brie Larson to Rachel Zegler. It's like I don't know, like the PR team is probably on overdrive right now trying to deal with that crap, because I heard they're not even doing a press viewing for that film. They're just inviting very exclusive people to watch it. They probably realized what it's going to be and they're just trying to limit that. But with this, I'm actually looking forward to it because I love Lilo and Stitch. Like, I do love Disney's classic catalog, but Lilo and Stitch is one of those films that I grew up as a kid. I watched the film multiple times. I loved the TV show. Yes, there was a TV show. First, there was a spin-off movie, Lilo and Stitch 2, which led into the TV show where Stitch would capture and try and rehabilitate his cousins, all 626, because Jumba made an additional experiment to show that he was still evil in one of the episodes. Either way, Disney has a rich catalog of really good TV shows like Hercules, Aladdin, Tarzan. Yeah, they did do spin-off shows of that, and they're really well done. Interesting fact, Hercules and Aladdin take place in the same universe, and they've actually interacted with one another. Either way, I have high hopes for this, and I really, really hope they learned their lesson. I saw Stitch. He looks very good. I'm not sure about Nani and David's character, Cobra Bubbles. I'm hoping that, I don't know who they cast for that. I haven't seen anything about that. I hope they cast Terry Crews. Like, I would have liked the, I believe his name is Darnold Clark, the guy from the Green Mile, but he died, like, over a decade ago, I believe. It's very sad, but I would assume Terry Crews would probably be the best ideal option because he's supposed to be this, Cobra Bubbles is supposed to be a juggernaut of a person, where Lilo meets him, he's like, I'm Bubbles, and he's like, she's like, your hand says Cobra, and he's like, but let's watch the trailer.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He is trying to find the police cruisers.
Okay, so far so good.
He took the red one.
Classic joke. The ships look good. CGI.
Is caught in your crosshairs.
Shooting star!
Lilo looks really good.
For a friend.
She looks just like Lilo.
Like a
That's
best
Myrtle.
friend.
I didn't get a good look at Nani yet.
What the hell?
He didn't say the line. She never screamed in the original.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Nani's voice, actor. She's supposed to be a lot more thicker, but I'm probably just picking at the nonsense.
Control him. Hey, what are you doing?
Okay, that was funny.
No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Okay. That's David? Isn't he supposed to be a lot more jacked?
We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means
Nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch bad.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That's close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles. We have a blue dog.
That's Cobra?
No, wait.
Oh, the ice cream guy. Oh, Quickly! And Jumba. Well, they didn't show Jumba yet. They just showed his human disguise.
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1. Alright, I didn't hate it. I thought it was really good. Like, considering what Disney has shipped, this looks decent.
Like, some issues I had was this scene. This is supposed to be a very meaningful scene where she's trying to take Stitch back to the shelter, and Lilo yells, "What about Ohana?" And he's like, "You haven't known me that long." And she's like, "Neither have I." And it's supposed to be this very poetic scene, but then you get this like Marvel level joke where she does this. I don't know, like, maybe they're gonna play it off very well, but it's supposed to be a very meaningful scene where it's the first time that Lilo calls Stitch as part of their family and talks about Ohana. As for Cobra Bubbles, like, it's a little weird that he says we have a blue dog to capture. Like, I don't want to spoil too much about the film if anyone's never seen it and this is going to be their first time, but I have to discuss it. One of the big turning points of the film is finding out that Cobra was well aware that Stitch is an alien from the first time he meets him. And he's not trying to capture him or in any way. In fact, you find out that he is not only aware of Stitch being an alien, but he helped save the entire planet. Like, I won't give more about that, but Cobra was instrumental to saving him, saving the entire world. But at the same time, I'm not sure about this actor. Look, I understand there's never going to be a one-to-one when it comes to actors, but he's just way too small to be Cobra Bubbles. Like, one of the defining aspects of Cobra Bubbles is literally Lilo looking at him when he introduces himself as Mr. Bubbles, and his hand, she looks at his hand and it says Cobra. You know, your hand says Cobra. So it's very weird that he's very small in comparison to being a juggernaut. I thought they would cast someone like Terry Crews for this. And the fact he's saying we have a blue dog to catch is also very strange. Like, are they adding a subplot where him and Pleakley, where Jumba, Pleakley, and Cobra Bubbles work together in order to capture Stitch? Because that would be even stranger, because one of the bigger aspects of the film is the fact that Nani is trying to keep Cobra Bubbles from taking Lilo because he works for Child Protection Services. She's trying to show that she is responsible enough to take care of her, and she has to get a new job. She needs to show she's responsible. It's a very deep and meaningful and a heartbreaking scene later on in the movie, I won't say, but it's one of the primary aspects of the film about Nani trying to keep her family together, and Lilo's the only family she has left. I mean, I'm being a little harsh on it, but I like it so far. Like, it definitely hits a lot of the points that I like about it, but there are a lot of aspects that I feel a little hesitant about. Like, Stitch is going a little far with the dog aspect. It was more like he was learning about human society as he was there. He was pretending to be a dog, but there are more elements of him acting very out of the ordinary that no one picked up on. So that could be it. They're probably taking a lot of liberties with it. Either way, I think it looks decent enough. So far, I do like the setting. Like, it looks like Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii, so obviously they filmed in Hawaii, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it captures that Hawaiian feel that the movie is known for. Here, I think that they cut the line that he says here because it sounds too much like he's saying shitty. Like, literally, there are a lot of lines that he uses that are very they can be linked to English in a lot of ways, and it comes off very wrong. Like, "So long, gay Bowser" from Mario 64. Even though he's not saying that, he's saying "So long, big Bowser," but, you know, a lot of us thought he said "So long, gay Bowser." It's different interpretation, so maybe they rewrote this scene for that reason. Like, the original Lilo and Stitch, they actually took out the part where she hides in a washing machine and replaced it with, like, her hiding in a laundry chute with a pizza box, because they didn't want to promote kids going into washing machines to hide. So there are a lot of things I'm thinking they're probably going to change. There's also the infamous where they changed that, the final, well, I can't say it. I don't want to say it. I probably spoiled the final part of the film, but you know what I'm talking about, the final scene of the film. Either way, it looks good. Definitely better than their recent offering. Like, it looks way better than Snow White and Mufasa, in my opinion. And hopefully they nail it, because it comes out soon on May. That is actually very soon. Maybe they pushed it up because they know how bad Snow White is going to perform. We don't know how it's going to perform, but looking at the reception, look at Rachel Zegler basically pouring gasoline and lighting the entire film on fire. Maybe they're hoping this might recoup and bounce back, because let's actually look at the likes actually are pretty good. 89k likes to 3 million views is pretty decent. Meet Stitch, dude, I met him 30 years ago. Thank God they cast mostly unknowns instead of shoving a bunch of celebrities and cameos for the sake of celebrity marketing. This is actually giving me slight hope for this movie might have some soul. I'm glad Chris Sanders is still voicing Stitch. Literally no other person could do it better. First time in years I smiled at Disney live action trailer. So a lot of people are positive about this, so I'm not alone. Like, hopefully they learned their lesson. Like, this actually looks like a decent film. But we have to wait and see. Hopefully we don't have another It's Hollywood baby situation. But tell me what you think in the comments below. I liked it. I think it's decent. Obviously, nothing's going to replace the original film. Like with any legacy film within Disney's catalog, a live action never does it justice. But hopefully this does decent. At least they honor the source material. And they do it right. At least they didn't race swap Myrtle. That's another... I think... Yeah, her name is Myrtle. Her and her friends. At least they didn't do that. At least I don't think they did that. One sec. Not there. Where is it? Here it is. No, they didn't. Okay, good. God. That would have been just a walking PR nightmare if they did that. But that's it from me. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully they do it justice. Bye.